There's this new investment program, XTX-XAX, and it is spreading like wildfire across social media in Sri Lanka. It's promising these incredible returns. So the big question is this a real opportunity or is it a very well-disguised trap? Let's dive in and figure it out.
When you first land on their site, it doesn't scream scam. Not at all. In fact, it does the exact opposite. It taps into something really powerful, this feeling of hope. The thought that, hey, maybe, just maybe, this is my chance to finally get ahead.
And that right there, that's the billion rupee question we're investigating today. We are going to break this whole system down, look at what it promises, and see if any of it actually holds up to a little bit of scrutiny. So how does something like this even start? And why does it seem so convincing to so many people? Let's take a look at the anatomy of its appeal, how it pulls you in. See, it almost never starts with some random ad. It usually comes from someone you trust, a friend, maybe a family member. Then you see posts in Facebook groups, people you might even know, claiming they're actually earning money. There are these super active Telegram channels buzzing with updates. And all that social proof, it just makes you think, you know what? What's the harm? I'll just try with a small amount. So how do they claim they're making all this money for you? Well, the official explanation is deliberately fuzzy. They throw around all these buzzwords like AI trading or digital investment contracts. These are terms that sound super technical and totally legitimate, but they're really designed to do one thing: stop you from asking any more questions. And that vague explanation, it's really just a distraction from the main event, which is the numbers. Because the returns they're promising, they are completely unlike anything you would ever see in the real world of finance. I mean, just look at the scale of these promises. You put in 24,000 rupees and they're saying it'll become over 240,000 in just 3 months. Or drop 150,000 rupees and watch it explode to more than 1.6 million. Come on, these aren't just high-risk, high-reward numbers, they are pushing the absolute limits of belief. Let's just boil it all down to one single number, 900%. On average, that's the return they're promising in just 90 days. To give you some perspective, the best hedge funds in the entire world, they hope for maybe 20% in a whole year. 900% in a quarter, it's just astronomical. So let's be absolutely crystal clear here. There is no legitimate, regulated, legal investment vehicle on planet Earth that can sustainably generate these kinds of returns. Period. This right here, this is the single biggest red flag of them all.
Okay, but if the numbers are so obviously impossible, why are people believing in it? Well, it's because the whole system is cleverly designed to build your trust and get you to ignore your own skepticism.
It is all about manufacturing a feeling of trust. And here's the most important part. In the beginning, small withdrawals actually work. This is the classic tactic. You test it out with a little bit, the money comes through, and boom, your confidence just skyrockets. Meanwhile, you're watching your earnings tick up every single day on your dashboard, which creates this powerful illusion that you're making a profit. Throw in a public support channel and the fact that it hasn't collapsed yet, and the whole thing feels very, very real. So, if the numbers are a fantasy, but it feels real, what is actually going on under the hood? Well, let's pull back the curtain and compare the XTX-XAX system directly against the textbook definition of a Ponzi scheme. The first huge red flag for any Ponzi scheme is this: the promise of guaranteed fixed returns. Think about it. Real markets go up, they go down. Investments have good days and bad days. Any system that promises a predictable, fixed profit every single day, no matter what, is almost certainly artificial. And that is exactly what XTX-XAX does. The 500 rupee package pays a fixed 50 rupees a day. No fluctuation. It's a script. It's a programmed payout, not a real return on an investment. Checkmark number 1. The second classic red flag is promising returns that are just way too good to be true. This is the bait. This is the cheese in the mousetrap. The lure of doubling, tripling, or in this case, multiplying your money by 10 times in a few months. That's how they get that constant flow of new money they need to keep the whole illusion going. And would you look at that? Another perfect match. Those 900 to 1,000% returns we talked about earlier, that is the bait. It's the absolute core of their marketing, and it's the #1 reason people get drawn in. Now, here's a crucial one. A pillar of any safe investment is oversight. Any legitimate company handling your money has to be registered and licensed by a financial authority, like the central bank. That regulation is there to protect you, the consumer. Illegitimate schemes, well, they operate in the shadows, totally outside of this system. And what do we find with XTX-XAX? Absolutely nothing. No company name, no physical address, no registration number, and definitely no approval from the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. They're completely anonymous and totally unaccountable. They're digital ghosts. So after laying out all the evidence, the conclusion is pretty much unavoidable. From the guaranteed daily payouts, to the impossible returns, to the complete lack of regulation, this platform's model doesn't just look like a Ponzi scheme, it follows the blueprint perfectly. And this is the most critical thing you need to understand. The danger isn't that it might fail, the danger is that it is designed to fail. These systems are like a house of cards. They need an ever-increasing flow of new money just to pay the earlier investors. The second that flow of new money slows down, the entire structure collapses. The only question is when. So, given this massive level of risk, what should you do to protect yourself? We've got 4 clear, actionable steps you can take right now. First, and this is obvious, if you haven't put money in, please do not start. Second, if you do have money in the system, try to withdraw it now, and whatever you do, do not reinvest any of those so-called profits. Third, and this is so important, do not invite your friends or family. Involving others makes you part of the problem. And finally, document everything. Take screenshots of your account, save your receipts, archive any chats you've had. Look, we believe it's absolutely vital to sound the alarm on these kinds of high-risk platforms before they collapse and cause real widespread harm. This type of digital exploitation targets good people who are just trying to build a better life. And our mission is to get the information out there so everyone can stay safe. Ultimately, the best defense you have against schemes like this one is your own critical thinking. In a digital world that's just full of incredible promises, remember this: if something seems too good to be true, it almost always is. Stay sharp, stay safe, stay HackAware.